Yo, I just want to give you 6 really healthy foods that hardly anyone eats. And I hate myself for the fact that I just did this. But the only reason I did that is because everybody's swiping on their phone and otherwise I won't get your attention. Anyway, look, the first food is a broth. Bone broth, it has collagen protein in it, and collagen fixes your digestion. Your digestion is what happens in your stomach. The thing is though, if you're gonna get bone broth, it has to be actual bone broth and not beef broth. How do you know if you have the good bone broth? You look at the nutrition facts, and if it says roughly 10 grams of protein per serving, which is usually 1 cup, then that means that it has the collagen protein from the bones. Beef broth will not have that protein because it's just broth. But the bone broth will have the collagen, help with your digestion, and it's also a great way to actually cook your rice in, make food taste good, but it also really boosts your immune system as well. That's 1. 2 is the best meat in the world. All other meats are for little girls, and it is bison. By the way, guys, based on what I just said, I would just like to formally apologize to all little girls who were offended by my previous statement. I meant no malintent. Everybody's a good person. Let's go on with the video. The reason I like bison so much is because to me, it actually tastes as good, maybe not better than beef, and it's leaner than beef. It has just way more nutrients. Now, with that said, grass-fed beef is right up there when it comes to overall health benefits, all right? So you got bison, you got grass-fed beef. Grass-fed beef has its perks as well, but it has to be grass-fed beef. Now, the beauty of bison is that bison is always grass-fed because you cannot hold a bison down. A bison always roams in the wilderness, whereas with cows, it's a little bit different. Now, outside of all of that, yeah, you can still have your chicken and your turkey and all that, but when it comes to red meat is just so much more nutrient dense, and to me, it makes your meal more exciting. It tastes so much better too. And the reason why it tastes so much better is because of the fats that grass-fed beef and bison have. And one of those fats is called conjugalinic acid. It's CLA, which is basically a fat that boosts your metabolism, and it's a fat that helps your body burn fat. So it's just overall greatness. Food number 3 is carrots. Carrots have naringin. They're really good for your eye health. They're just overall really healthy. It's a good healthy snack to eat before a big meal because it kind of takes the edge off. It kills your appetite. It also has a bunch of fiber, and that fiber is really good in just cleaning out your digestion, removing all the excess bile from your liver. Food number 4 is cranberry juice. If you can just have like 1 shot of pure cranberry juice every single day, then what that does is it keeps your thyroid nice and clean as a whistle. See, your thyroid, if you eat bad, if you eat toxins and just garbage processed food, your thyroid kind of is like, it has Velcro on it, and it will catch all the toxins and all the bad chemicals that you're putting into your body, and sometimes they will just get stuck on your thyroid. Cranberry juice will then come in and just rip those toxins from your thyroid, for lack of better words. Now, then those toxins get released in your bloodstream, and you might feel a little bit nauseous for a day or 2, but then after that, you will excrete them from your body. Cranberry juice keeps your thyroid clean because it also has iodine. Now, with that said, I personally have found there's a big difference between regular cranberry juice and organic cranberry juice. First off, you want to make sure that if you're getting cranberry juice, that you're getting pure cranberry juice. If you get a cranberry juice that is mixed with pineapple juice or whatever, and it has a bunch of sugars in it, then that's not cranberry juice. Cranberry juice has about like 8 grams of sugar per cup. Big difference between regular and organic. The organic one, to me, just tastes so much better. Food number 5 is nature's multivitamin, and it is not a kiwi. No, it's actually the egg yolk, the yellow part of an egg. So many times we throw that away, but did you know that the yolk in an egg has every single vitamin in the whole entire world except for vitamin C, which is fine because you'll get vitamin C in through any other food. But the egg yolk is one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. So I highly recommend eating 2 to 3 a day, depending on your weight and your goals. and don't be afraid of cholesterol. Nobody ever got bad cholesterol while living a healthy lifestyle, getting your walks in, going outside, drinking enough water, eating clean food, exercising, and eating some egg yolks. The cholesterol always happens from processed food, bad habits, sedentary lifestyles, and all that other garbage. Food number 6 is a food that I personally ate every single day when I grew up in the Netherlands. And no, it's not herring and it's not cheese. It is potatoes. And over there, like, it's just normal. You eat potatoes every single night. But then when I came to America, I just stopped eating potatoes because, I don't know, just started eating different foods. But then I relearned about the benefits of potatoes, and in particular, how potatoes are loaded with potassium. Now, potassium helps with your intracellular contractions. Basically, if you flex a muscle, whenever you flex a muscle and you feel like, it's not really flexing that hard. Whereas on other times, you flex a muscle and you just feel like Thor, like you have electricity in the muscle. It's like, wow, I feel good today. That's potassium. Now, almost all people are potassium deficient. And the average person needs 4,700 milligrams of potassium every single day. One potato has about like 500, depending on the size of it. So every day when you wake up, you start at zero. You start at zero with your steps, you start at zero with your water, but you also start at zero with the amount of potassium that you get in. And eating potatoes is a great way of getting potassium in. And just to prove this to you, or to prove this to yourself, go for a week where you eat potatoes every single day or every single night. And then see how you feel in your workouts and in your overall daily activity. Then go for a week where you don't eat any potatoes and see how you feel then. You're probably gonna feel a little bit more like you were here and now you're just like, it's a little bit more flaccid. A little bit more like, I don't feel like working out. And you're gonna be like the average person. And then you're gonna end up in the lunchroom with all the gorditas, and they're all eating that Yoplait yogurt because they think that's healthy, and then they get that little Yoplait yogurt and they're eating it and they're overweight, and then like they have a little bit and they'll just lick it and they'll be like, oh, I did my chore for the day. And then they go home and they eat chimichangas and they just stay overweight. But anyway, here are 6 foods that you can eat every single day. I eat them every single day. They're so nutrient dense, some of the best foods you can have, and they will not turn you into Superman or Superwoman, but they will build some real gosh dang muscle while keeping the fat off.